Welcome to Family Bond, where we unwrap the beauty, challenges, and complexity of Nigerian families, one story at a time. Today's topic is sensitive, real, and affecting homes across the country. Divorce. Yes, you heard that right. Divorce. It's a word that often carries a heavy weight, a word that many avoid, yet it's becoming an increasingly common part of our conversation in Nigeria. Divorce is no longer as taboo as it once was, and the rates are rising at a pace that is hard to ignore. But what's behind this? Why are more Nigerian marriages coming to an end, even though weddings are taking place every other day? According to a recent report, the rate of divorce is 2.9%, while in some urban areas the rate has reached 33%, which may surprise many whom still see marriage as a lifetime commitment. But of course, marriage is a lifetime commitment. But it's a reality that we must face. So let's take a look at what might be driving this shift. On today's episode, we will be discussing 5 reasons for divorce in Nigeria. We will be right back after the break. My name is Emilia. Welcome back. As society evolves, so do the roles we play in our homes. The traditional expectation of a wife and a husband are being questioned, and sometimes that shift causes more friction than understanding. Let's explore how changing gender roles are affecting marriages today. In the past, roles in marriages were very clearly defined. Men were the breadwinners and women took care of the home. But as women in Nigeria and around the world have become more educated and financially independent, these traditional roles are being challenged. This has led to a shift in dynamics, with both partners now juggling careers, families, and everything in between. Unfortunately, in many cases, this has put a stain on relationships, leaving them with little time or energy to nurture what should be their most important bond, their marriage. Money, they say, cannot buy love, but a lack of it can certainly test it. From job losses to unequal financial burdens, let's talk about how money issues are shaking the very foundation of many marriages. Money is a topic that can either bring a couple closer or drive them apart. In Nigeria, financial pressures, whether it's the rising cost of living, job insecurity, or the burden of providing for extended family, have become a major stressor. Financial difficulties often lead to arguments, disagreement, and eventually breakdowns in relationship. Now, let's touch on one of the most painful reasons couples always part ways: infidelity. When trust is broken, can love actually survive? Of course not. Cheating is another huge contributor to divorce in Nigeria. Despite the cultural and religious importance of marriage, cheating is becoming something that many people struggle with, whether it's due to unmet emotional needs or pressure from outside relationship. Cheating often breaks the trust that marriages is built on, and once that trust is gone, it's incredibly difficult to rebuild. And while marriages is meant to be a safe space, for some it's become a place of fear. Domestic violence is a silent pandemic in many homes, and it's pushing spouses, especially women, to walk away for the sake of their sanity and safety. Let's dive into the sensitive issue: domestic violence. Domestic violence is another harsh reality for many Nigerian women and men, whether it's physical abuse, emotional manipulation, or verbal attack. Domestic violence has driven many people to leave their marriages. In some cases, the fear of physical harm is enough to make divorce not just a choice, but a necessity for safety. Two people talking, but none is listening, sound familiar. Poor communication and mental health struggles can quietly eat away at a marriage. Let's discuss why emotional disconnection is becoming more common and how it's contributing to broken homes. Divorce doesn't always start with betrayal betrayal. Sometimes it begins in silence, the kind that grows between two people who once knew everything about each other. One partner is sinking mentally and emotionally, while the other feels clueless or helpless. In many marriages, mental health isn't discussed, and communication is not a habit. It's a ticking clock with no one washing the hands. Sometimes it's not the lack of love that ends a marriage, it's the lack of language. Talk, ask, listen, because the quiet ones are often the ones breaking, and love, if anything, should be a safe place. Now, what are the solutions? How can we reduce divorce rate? And more importantly, how can we begin to fix them? Here are some key steps. Strengthen communication. Couples should develop habits of honest and respectful dialogue, even regarding uncomfortable topics. Mental health support. Normalize counseling, therapies, and emotional check-ins. Seeking help should not be seen as weakness, but as wisdom. Financial transparency and teamwork. Couples should plan financially together, be honest about debts, dreams, and approach money as a team and not as individual opponents. Redefine partnership, not power struggles. Marriage is not about control, it's about collaboration. Redefine roles in a way that honor both partners, strengthen and respect their individualities. Early intervention. When problem arises, address them early. Don't sweep issues under the rug, hoping they will fix themselves. They barely do. Family and community support. Create strong support system around young couples, mentoring, marriage classes, and open conversation about real struggles. Finally, on how to reduce divorce rate. Promote emotional intelligence. Teach future generation that understanding emotions, both their own and their partner's own, is critical for a healthy relationship. Divorce may be on the rise, but so is awareness, courage, and the desire for a healthier relationship. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about staying together, it's about building homes where peace, love, and respect can survive. So, what do you think? Is divorce becoming more common in Nigeria because of changing societal norms, or are there deeper issues at play? I would love to hear your thoughts. Share your opinions in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Understanding why marriages break down is the first step towards finding ways to make them stronger. You have been watching Family Bond, and I'm your host, Emilia, and I will see you on the next episode, where every family tells a story and every truth brings us closer. Bye.